What's up? It's your girl, the Ari Diaz, and we're here with Ari Diaz TV. We also have a special guest in the building. Her name is Honey Bxby. What's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I've been hearing your name for about a couple of months now, and I did my due diligence and looking you up, doing my research, and I just told you right before we came on that I love you. I love your style. I really feel like you got like this 90s kind of era vibe and style. But I want to start off for the people that don't know, where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Okay, big Jersey
Yeah.
girl. What part?
Asbury. It's like
Asbury.
Central Jersey type
Okay.
area.
Okay.
We got like a beach and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool. So, how was your upbringing? How was it coming up? Were you like the outside kind of girl, tomboyish girl, or were you like a girl's girl?
I was like a mix of both. Um, like like I wasn't like super OD, like girly girly until
Hmm.
I got to high school.
Okay.
Like till I like really figured myself out.
Okay.
And like middle school, I was just I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was just
We all don't. I feel like
yeah.
that's the era where we're trying to like figure ourselves out, and we're just going through this whole puberty phase until we hit high school and it feels like everything just hits us all at one time, right?
Yeah, that's when I
So
really
where did music start for you?
when I came out that coochie.
Love your energy.
Yes, when I came out the coochie, it's always been a thing.
Okay.
It just wasn't until 2019 that I like took it serious. But I've always been making music. I started writing music when I was younger, and then I stopped. And then when I got to high school, I started writing again.
Okay.
And I was like, when I graduate, I'm gonna take it serious. And then I did. And
Who
I
were
just
some of the people that inspired you growing up musically?
I listened to a lot of people growing up. Like I
Okay.
just love music. So especially R&B music. So I listened to a lot of R&B music. And I come from like the 2000s era. And I love
Mhm.
Alicia Keys. I love
Okay.
Alicia Keys. Keisha Cole was like out.
Yes.
Mary was still out. Um, Monica was out a little bit. And then, I still love pop music too. Like, I'm also a Disney's era kid. So
Yes.
big on
We
like
had all the
Chris.
lit shows, right?
Yeah, like that's so Raven. Like I was
Yeah.
real big on like Disney, and I've really listened to like Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus a lot, Jonas Brothers a lot, and then like also like Katy Perry and Paramore. And like I was all over the place. Like I was even listening to My Chemical Romance type shit, 303, like fucking, I guess you could call it alternative pop. Like my
Yeah.
music is all over the place.
I mean, I feel like we had the best childhood. No shade to any other, generations, but I feel like our shows cannot top, especially That's So Raven. You remember the theme song? We had some
Like, come on, we even have the
memorable.
Cheetah Girls.
Yes, the Cheetah Girl.
Like, are you
We were trying to
serious?
pick and choose who we were.
Like, come on. Like, and then the soundtracks were crazy. Like, Disney was black
Yes,
back in
it
the day.
sure was.
Disney was black as fuck.
It
Like,
sure was.
and even like the white people shows, there wasn't regular white people shows. This
It
is
has
crazy.
some like sauce, some edge to it, right?
Yeah, and it was really funny. Like, it was actually
Yeah.
really, really, really funny. Even Nickelodeon was genuinely funny. Like, now the shows is like, you look at it and now they have like what they call Disney acting, like, where it's
I don't
like,
know. It
it's
just gives off, it's not the same. It's really not the same. I feel like they try to take too much of the real world and insert it into the shows that it takes away from it supposed to like supposedly being a show. I don't know.
yeah, it
It's
just, I
weird.
don't know, it doesn't give real. It just
Yes.
is acting. Like it gives
Mm-hmm.
for acting, and this is what we're doing. Like I still go back and I watch old Disney shows from
Yes.
my era. Like I sit on Disney Plus and I watch all that shit.
At my big age.
Old Disney movies. Like me and my best friend just went down the Cheetah Girls trilogy again because I swore I was a Cheetah Girl when I was small. Like it's shit like that, and even cartoons. I be heavy on the old cartoons too. Like this
Yes.
shit ass.
I
They be
live for
other.
I live for Disney Plus. Like I go through like if I'm having like a day where I just feel like I want to dip into my childhood again, right? And it feels like nostalgic when I go back and I watch these shows. I don't know, they bring certain feelings up. So I love it, you know. So I always go back to watch all my shows that I watched growing up. It just feels good. You remember Twitches?
Hell yeah.
You remember
Both
Twitches?
of them. Both
I love Twitches.
My little sister likes Twitches now because she's 10, so she got into the sister show.
Yeah, yeah.
Now she likes Twitches because she was watching a sister show. I was trying to get her to get into like all the things that when I was younger that all of us girls were into, but like
Yeah.
these kids is different.
Yeah, they're different nowadays. Everything is a tablet, everything is social media. It's different times. But so Honey Bxby, where does that name stem from?
So when I was in high school, I wanted to have a different name for when I came out, like, with all the things I wanted to do because I didn't want people chopping my real name up. Like I just didn't want that to be a thing. So Bryson Tiller had dropped this song called Honey, and I was obsessed with it. And for some reason at the time, my hair was blonde and my skin was a little bit golden. And I don't know why I get so pale. Like I'm so much paler now in the winter than I was before.
It happens. It
That's a
happens.
story for another day. Yeah. So
Hmm.
felt like honey, like, and he was talking about like this gold chain that was on her neck and all this other stuff. And I was like, I have a gold necklace on, and my hair is blonde like honey, and I'm gonna call myself honey. So I took it and I ran with it. And then when I met my manager, for like legal purposes and stuff like that, like trademarking and stuff, he was like, you can't call yourself honey, like you need a new name. And you can't call yourself Honey Baby, like Baby, because it's already trademarked. So you got to.
Right.
I was about to have to figure out a whole new name, and then he came up with the smart idea of why don't we just use your at name? Because it's Bxby. And I was like, why didn't we think of that
Shout
from?
out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Mac. So that's where the BXBY came from. A lot of people think that it was purposely or it was well thought out, or some people think the BX is because I'm from the Bronx. Bitch, I am not from the fucking Bronx.
Let that be clear.
Okay, let's make that clear right now. And yeah, so shout out to the bitch that stole my ad name because the only reason why it's BXBY is because somebody already had it's BABY.
Oh
So
my God, I used to hate that. Like when I wanted a specific at name and it'll say that it's already taken. Like, what's going on?
I had my at name for years. So before my first at name was OVOXJ because I'm like big OVO. And then I was like, I don't like the way that looks. So I changed it to 26 OVO. My name was 26 OVO since, probably like sixth, seventh grade because I changed that OVOXJ shit like in months of me having my Instagram. And I had that 26 OVO name all the way up until I changed it to It's Honey Baby, which was probably like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2019, I changed it to It's Honey Baby. But my
Well,
name was
shout out to Honey Bxby. Look,
OVO
you got it. You got
for
it.
years. So people used to be like 26 OVO. Like if people see me on social media in the mall or something, they'd be like, that's 26 OVO.
So it's safe to say that you're a big Drake fan.
Oh, fuck yes. Yes, I have OVO tatted.
Oh my God, you're a stan.
It's like I really love just the music. I love the music he creates. I love the OVO shit because I'm born in October.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'm OVO for real.
What's
Like
your
we,
birthday?
October 26th.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. It makes sense.
Yes, and I got my birthday tatted on me too. Like
So
I just
you're
shit that is meaningful to me.
You're Scorpio.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So it's safe to say that one day down the line, maybe soon, that you would collaborate with Drake.
Yeah, I'm definitely manifesting it. There's no way in hell that that's not gonna happen in my lifetime. Crazy as fuck. A couple times in my lifetime. Hell,
Listen, you got to speak things into existence, right?
hell yeah. I ain't get this shit for nothing.
Facts.
Shit.
You got to speak things into existence. So one of the first songs I heard was "Get Your Look Back," and it brought out like these different type of emotions because it's like you're like a lover girl thing. You want to, stick your claws out at them, and then you want to step back, then you want to kill them. So where did like you said that you write, right? And
Yeah.
you write all your songs? Do you collaborate with writers?
I collaborate with writers. I've
Okay.
also cut songs too. So Get Your Look Back is the only song on my EP that I did not write.
But it's actually fire. And I love the
I
sample in
cut
the back.
it. So when it was brought to me, Cortez had brought the song to me and was like, yo, I have this song. I feel like you sound really, really good on it. And this was when I first started. So I was still like iffy about cutting songs because I'm like, I'm a writer. I shouldn't
Mhm.
have to cut songs. And it was like fucking with my pride a little bit. But then I was like, you know what? Rihanna does it. Like if I like it, I like it. I
Right.
don't like it is what it is. So he brought it to me and it was so fire. And I was like, oh, I love this. Let's cut it. So I cut the song and it was so fire. Like I was just like, yeah, I'm keeping this for me. And it ended up on my EP and everybody was fucking with it. So I was like, yeah, this is a vibe.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's the person, but somebody can write something for you, give you something, but it's the person behind the sound that makes it, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like you was the perfect person for that song. So you released an EP, 3 words, 8 letters, and that was in the summer of 2023.
Yeah.
So
So
that was your first project?
yeah.
How was it? How did it feel releasing your first project?
It felt really good. It felt surreal because when I first started, like the first thing I did was I'm gonna drop an EP.
Mhm.
EP. So I like curated this whole thing and it just it just was like, like little underground artist shit, like real underground artist shit. So
Yeah.
to go from that to releasing a real project, like my real first project, and like going to have a photo shoot for it and shooting music videos and stuff for it and the promotion and marketing behind it. Um, it was an amazing feeling. Like it definitely was surreal. I was like, wow, like this is really happening. But I'm also a person that's like, all right, what's next?
Right.
Like I'm a what's next ass
You
bitch.
don't feel fulfilled in that moment. Although it's a great moment, you're like, what's next? You want more for yourself, right?
Yeah, like I'm like, all right, I got this done. Everything got done. Everybody did their job. I did my job. And it's moving. But now what's next? I want to move on
Right.
to the next pattern because I have a goal that I have set for myself. And sometimes having that like unfulfilled feeling bites me in the ass because it's like you have so much going on and all these amazing things happening. It's like take the time to bask in those moments before trying to figure out what's the next step. It's always what's next for me. And it always looks like I'm not happy. Like I'm not happy with what's going on, but I am. I'm actually
Yeah.
fucking crazy excited and happy, but I just want to know what am I doing next
Right.
until I hit my goal, a certain goal, then I feel like I'll probably feel a little bit more fulfilled. But I've always been like that, like always. Like,
Girl, don't we all go through that? I feel like people that are most determined to reach their goals and that have so much that they want to accomplish in life, you're always going to feel that way, you know? And it's good that you know who you are because you get to check yourself, like, hey, just enjoy the moment right now. And tomorrow will come, and your moments will come. And all of that manifesting, praying about it, and, writing it down and just being determined to get there, you'll get there, But I feel like people like us, girl, you were just speaking to me. Because I be feeling that way sometimes, like, nah, I don't feel fulfilled. I feel like I want more, but I'm happy, but I'm not. Like, I go through this whole motion, of feelings, and I hate that I do that to myself. But it's good that you're determined to want more for yourself, because a lot of people don't even know what they want,
It's a cursing, and it's like a curse and a blessing, because
Right.
it's like sometimes you're so like, what's next? What's next? It makes you want to work 20 times harder.
Yep.
But then sometimes you're so stuck in what's next and you have to focus on what's now. It makes you feel stuck. And it's like, bitch,
Correct.
how do you feel stuck? It's only been a couple months. Like, what the fuck is,
No,
so then
it's
now I'm down. Like my brain is always like fighting with itself. It's like, just relax. Like, just relax. It's okay. You're fine.
Oh, I love you. You're talking to me right now, because that's exactly how I am. But nonetheless, you got signed to Atlantic,
Yes.
right? How was that feeling getting signed? Because a lot of artists, I know, upcoming artists, they dream of that moment, and it's like it's a real feeling. So how did that feel for you in that moment, and how has the journey been since then?
So it's been good because, well, first thing I did was I signed with my both of my like management label companies, which is Rebirth and Art at War.
Okay.
Um, and they're really like the ones that make shake shake. Um,
Mhm.
and then with that, I signed to a major label, which was Atlantic in January. So a year ago, I signed to Atlantic, but it wasn't until March that my team was curated and like I started to do shit. So I was kind of just like chilling for 2 months.
Okay.
It was like I
Just trying
wasn't.
to figure everything out.
Yeah, so
Okay.
once March hit, like I would technically say I really got signed in March, because that's when everything started moving. Because when I signed the paper, it was like, all right, now we got to figure out how we're gonna go about everything. So whatever, but the feeling was actually amazing. I was like, wow, like, all right, this is happening. When I first found out, I cried.
Rightfully.
When I first found out that I was getting signed, I cried. I was like, oh my God, like this is really happening. And then when I signed it, I was like, all right, what's
Whoop
next?
up. Right. What's next? What we
Right.
doing,
So like, what's the plan? What's the game? Like, what you doing? Like, what's up? Like I just want to be like the biggest thing in the world. So it's like starting off as the underdog and starting off as one of the smallest artists to be getting signed
Mhm.
right now was crazy.
Right.
So I had to learn like it's baby steps. Like this is real artist development, which is
Yep.
not happening right now in a lot of people because
Yep.
everybody's going viral. Everybody's starting off with these big followings. Everybody's starting off this. Everybody's starting off with that. I think when I got signed, I only had like 20,000, maybe under 20,000 followers.
Mhm.
And I didn't even have like a million streams on a song or anything of that nature yet.
Yeah,
So
you
I
just
started
push.
off, yeah, like pure underdog shit.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Like, what are we doing? Because I need to get myself out there and make a name for myself so then people could really start to understand me and then move from there. Like,
Right.
my problem is I want everything to happen right then and there. It's like, no, this is now I'm learning patience for real 'cause I don't have any. But
Well, that's good. That's good.
yeah, but being signed to a label definitely is definitely dope as fuck. It definitely has like cons too. It's a lot of pros and there's cons as well.
Right.
There's always cons when it comes with pros, but it's amazing. Like, I love it.
It's a
Shit.
good situation to be in, especially for an artist. And if they're truly putting things behind you to facilitate that push and putting you out there for people to really hear you and see who you are. And I feel like I already said your energy is you have like this ball of energy, and I love it. It's just fun, it's full of life, and typically, like you said, people have their viral moments and they don't even know what to do with that, right? And half of them, especially for artists, they are so like engulfed in like their artistry that they're not tapped in with people, and they don't really show who they really are, and
Yeah.
I think that that's a hard thing or challenging thing to kind of like step out of. But once you like, if you're secure with who you are and you have this personality that it exerts, people attach to that. I mean, look at Cardi B.
Love
You know,
it.
she started off showing herself and showing who she really was, just funny and posting videos, but people were attracted to her personality. That's why her music sticks, you know? But you have a beautiful voice, you have a beautiful face, and you have this ball of energy. So I foresee it being something amazing. 2024.
Yeah, I'm
Period.
definitely taking over 2024. Like in 2024, like my monthly listeners need to go to like, I'm gonna actually just go the highest number I could think of right now. It needs to just like shoot to like 20 mil. Like something
Listen,
wild.
I'm gonna tap back in and I'm gonna be like, where's your monthly listeners at right now? Because I need to see this because I foresee it.
5 mil.
I'm never wrong.
Literally, like I'm like manifest queen. Like I manifest everything and sometimes unintentionally, which is also a curse and a blessing. But I'm a manifest queen. Once I have my mind set on something, I'm gonna get it. Like
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get it. Like I've had some strange, wild shit happen, and it'd be like, yo, that's so crazy that I manifested that like
you
that.
manifested that, right? So I need all the good shit to manifest. That's what I need.
Yeah,
All the good
like
shit. Because we could think something wrong and here goes happening. But I need all the
exactly.
good to manifest and to come out. So, what are your thoughts on the current state of R&B? Because you know we've been hearing for a couple of years how R&B was dead, and there wasn't no real artists in R&B. Everyone wanted to do melodic rap and step into other lanes. But what are your thoughts on it? Who are you currently listening to?
I feel like the state of R&B is very much intact. There's so many artists that people have not yet to tap into. Everybody's just looking at mainstream, and there's not a lot of mainstream new R&B artists
Free.
compared to rap or melodic rap because niggas is not looking for that. Now, I feel like now
Mm-hmm.
everybody want to jump back into the R&B wave and stuff like 2012, I want to say there was a lot of R&B going on. 2014, there was a lot of R&B going on. And
Yeah.
it's now we only have SZA and Summer and people that been in the game before them. Like that's all we got. But I feel like
Yeah.
now niggas are starting to fuck with R&B again, but it never died. Never. It never died. So
And I agree with that. I agree with that statement because I don't think per se that people were looking for it. I don't think it ever went away. I just think that people they kind of brushed it off to the side because of the rise in melodic rap and they consider that R&B, but I don't consider that R&B. R&B it comes from the spirit, comes from the soul. You have to have the vocals.
yeah. Like they just don't like people aren't looking for it and it's there. It's right in your face. I used to be heavy on listening to like underground artists or artists that people didn't listen to a lot. Like especially when I was in high school, I was heavy on like I just was always finding somebody new and I'm like, yo, I fuck with them heavy. Like and now that I make music now, I feel like I don't spend as much time looking because I don't want to get so caught up in somebody else's world in the process of creating that I'm stuck in a world because I'll get stuck on an artist and I'm just
Me too.
like now I'm going down a fucking rabbit hole, like listening to the first thing they ever did. And it's like, girl, relax. Like it's not that serious. But I've been like
That's
listening
kidding.
to, I've been big on like Amy Winehouse,
Okay.
big on Amy Winehouse lately. I never really listened to her before, like as much as I do now. I'm really tapping into her music. I love it. And I'm going through like a Britney Spears era. And then like visually, I'm becoming in love with Gwen Stefani.
Okay. I
And
like
like,
that. I could see that. I could see that for
yeah,
sure. For sure. For
like
sure.
some
I
of
love
her
that.
music from her No Doubt days. Like I'm just trying to figure myself out. And I feel like it's funny because I'm figuring myself out through these artists and they're not new though.
I
They're
get
older
it.
artists, which is so funny because it's like, what the fuck? But yeah,
Music never dies.
huh?
Music never dies.
Never dies. I'm
Never
definitely
dies.
just
It
looking and
never dies.
seeing how everybody went around, how everybody went about their shit and made
Mm-hmm.
theirs and made things different, because it's like it's so hard to do things different nowadays because everybody done it.
Right.
It's all
Yeah.
about that.
I get it. And that's a smart way to think. I don't, like I said, music never dies. And when you're digging into somebody's like history and you're trying to learn how they came up, and but you never know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You know, hell, the artists that are on now, what they're doing may not work for you. You may dig into the history of somebody else and you're like, oh, I actually like that. Let me try that. And it may work for you. You just never know, you know?
Yeah.
You pick and choose and you take. But so we're gonna talk about touching. I know
Mhm.
you recently you dropped a visual, right, with Callie.
Yeah, I just dropped the remix like 2 days ago or yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Okay. And then what about any other features or collaborations?
There's not, like, I did some features for people, but I haven't had anybody feature on my stuff yet because
Mhm.
I'm still just working on music and just like pushing shit out. So I'm the type of person though, like if I hear somebody that I really want on it, I'll be like, all right, this is somebody that I could hear on one of my songs. But I don't have anything like lined up right now. I haven't even went through what I have now to be
Mhm.
like, yeah, all right, this is who I want to feature on this song, and this is who I want to feature on this song. I do have a song coming out though, called I'm Fucking Him Too.
Okay.
And I know that when I do drop it, because I want to drop it as an original without a feature, but I do want to feature somebody on it. And I don't know who yet. Like, I don't know who I think would sound good on it. The only person that I feel like would sound good on it is Sexy Red. Cause
Okay.
I
And I
have
know
never,
you just
like,
actually did a tour with her, right?
yeah, I
How was
did.
that?
Oh, it was amazing.
You have fun?
Yeah. My first tour, I've never sung that much in my life. I've never really been on stage like that. I've never performed in front of that many people before. Or actually, no, I did. But no, I'm lying. I didn't. I didn't. Yeah, no. And it
It
was
was a
crazy.
feel good moment.
Yeah. And I was like prepared to like have like a lot of bad shows because I'm like, I don't know how these people are gonna take me. But I only ended up having two bad shows and I was on the whole tour. So
Wow. But that's good though. I mean, you live and you learn, it's trial and error, and you'll be ready for the next one, right?
yeah.
So my last question would be, what advice would you give an upcoming artist?
I would definitely I always say make sure you have a good team because you're not gonna go far without having like somebody that really believes in you and
Mhm.
genuinely cares about you too, in the business. You're not gonna be able to do all these things by yourself. I see my manager working and it's like, yo, I don't think I will be able to have your job because that shit's
A lot.
crazy. And
It's a lot.
it's a lot, and just definitely trying to figure out what's best for me and what's best for us as a unit. So I definitely say make sure that you have a really good team that genuinely cares about you and knows what the fuck they're doing. And never stop working. Like just don't get this like don't let those moments of discourage, like is discouragement a word?
Yes, discouragement is a word. Don't
Of
worry, I have my moments too.
Like fuck, but don't let those moments of discouragement like get you down because I've had a lot of moments where I was just like, this shit not gonna work. Like again, like I started off with nothing, like
Yeah.
literally building it from the ground up when I got signed. So before that, I'm like, yo, am I ever gonna gain a base? Am I ever gonna have this? Am I ever gonna have that? Like, is this shit gonna work? But it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I stopped writing music for other people. I stopped dropping, but I never stopped
Right.
making music because I love it. I'm passionate about it. So if you're passionate about it, do it. Don't do it just because you see people making money. Because I feel
Right.
like that's what it is now. Like niggas get a moment and it's like they see it as a money grab and that's where shit won't last because
Hmm.
it's not easy. It's not an
You're,
easy job to do.
and you're really not loving it. You're really not passionate. If you're not passionate about something, just write what you said. If you're not passionate about it, then you're not gonna have the willingness to want to go through the ups and downs that it come with.
Yeah.
It's just not a money thing. It could be, but you're going to find yourself in a moment where you're unhappy and you're not content. So I definitely totally agree with that. Um, what is next for Honey Baby before we go?
I'm taking over the world.
Okay, I love that energy. I can see that happening. I already told you I foresee it. Do you have you said you're releasing a single. What's the single again?
So I just dropped a Touch and remix with Callie,
Mm-hmm.
and then right after that, I'm dropping another single called I'm Fucking Him Too. Which is so funny because I did like a snippet on TikTok, and now it's like everybody's like, what the fuck? But everybody loves it. I'm like, you bitches are messy. I love
They
that.
are. At the
Uh,
end of the day, they really are, and they really love it. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to hear it. I do not wish you, but I pray you the best on your amazing journey. I pray that all your manifestations, things that you want, whatever you desire, comes to pass. And I can't wait to sit in a front seat and just watch you flourish.
oh, thank you so much. You too.